In your opinion, what do you think is the most important skill to learn and practice on your motorcycle?
Ah, good. And the most important skill to learn and practice, stopping.
Fair
And
enough.
I've had some, close calls, when I first started riding. The first bike that I bought was a Honda VTX 1800. That bike
Mhm.
was a beast. It was so fast. I called it my motorcycle Cobra. That thing was so daggone fast. But it didn't have anti-lock brakes, so you had to know how to stop it. And I rode out to a friend's house here in Memphis, and on the way back, of course, I got some rain. I got stuck in rain, and I'm coming up to a four-way stop, and the ground was wet. My light was turning red, I guess, and so I go to start slowing down, and I started sliding. I'm like, oh crap, I can't stop this bike. And so I'm sliding up to the intersection, and I just saw the intersection was clear. The bike wasn't going to stop. So I actually just sped up just to go ahead and go through the intersection, because I was either going to continue sliding and fall or take off. And so the intersection was clear. I got lucky, but I learned a lot, from that, from that incident. I got, a, again, I was lucky, but when it first starts raining, you got to give yourself a long, long stopping distance because you might not be able to stop the way you normally stop. And so, no, I think stopping is probably the most important thing that you can learn, and learn what your bike is going to do and how it's going to behave and whatever the conditions you're riding in. And you got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I couldn't say it better myself. That's that's actually what I was going to say is emergency braking. I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
you never know when you're going to have to stop really fast, and if you just jam those brakes, I mean,
Hmm.
you chances are you're going to fall over.
Yeah. I keep it on my Harley. I practice, I'll get up to 20, 30 miles an hour. And if you jam on the brakes, you need to know what that anti-lock brakes feels like when it kicks in, because it starts making these clacking sounds. And if you've never experienced it before, if you've never tried it, if the first time you experience that is trying to stop, you might have problems because you might, react improperly to it, So, no, and stopping by far the most important thing you can learn how to do. Also, learning how to stop in a turn, or if you're in a parking lot,
Oh yeah. Yep.
and you're making a slow speed turn, and out of nowhere comes somebody walks in front of you, you got to know how to stop the bike without falling. And that was one of the things that I learned early on, watching, Robert's channel, and then going through the basic rider course. They basically say don't try stopping with the front brakes when your handlebars are turned, because I did that in a parking lot. Oh my God. Oh, it was awful. I didn't go down, but I probably should have went ahead and let the bike fall because I was trying to fight it. I was able to hold it up. I think my back was hurt by the time that was all said and done.
Sandy, he brings up a good point here. He says anti-lock is a good thing, and definitely is. My bike doesn't have anti-lock brakes,
Oh, it
so
doesn't? Oh,
no, it's a base model 17 Street Glide, and
okay.
no anti-lock brakes. So I definitely focus on trying to practice my emergency braking because that front tire goes into a skid, you're screwed. I mean, you
Oh,
you
yeah.
can come out of it, you let off that brake a little bit, and you go right back into it. But it's a scary thing. I never tried the anti-lock brakes before, so it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, that was honestly one of the reasons I bought the Harley. I wanted anti-lock brakes because all of the videos I was watching at the time, they're trying to coach you how to stop, man. It's always ease onto the front brakes or use both brakes evenly, to bring the bike to a controlled stop. But when you're in a panic situation, who does that? You're going to grab the hell out of that brake and
Yep.
wish for the best.
Yep.
And that's, I guess you have to, I don't know how you train yourself not to do that, but that's human nature to do that. So I feel like the anti-lock brakes will, I guess, make up for some of my lack of experience. I'm still practicing. I think I'm a lot better than I was, 2.5 years ago when I bought this bike. But I'm glad I have anti-lock brakes.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I don't even want to call it a crutch. It's just a good safety mechanism to have on your bike. So, chances are, probably my next bike, which might be a Road King.
Hmm.
Uh, I think it'll probably have the ABS, and I'm looking forward to trying that.